Good morning and welcome to each and every one of you. We are delighted that you are here with us. For those of you in the United States, it's quite early, but you are committed for the journey. And as it has been said by many quotitions and adages, the early bird gets the worm. And let me tell you, you are in for a juicy worm today. And for those of you that are joining across the waters, this particular Global Chamber Author Series workshop was really designed so that you can be a part of our live interactive author series. So we are delighted to have you here today. My name is Dana Austin. I head up the Global Chamber as the executive director for Atlanta. Also, I've recently been given the charge at the beginning of this year to head up the author series. I want to tell you a little bit about Global Chamber and how the author series actually started. As you can see, hopefully on your screen, the Global Chamber Author Series is about information, inspiration, and leadership. Our founder for Global Chamber Author Series, we were just talking right behind the scenes before we went live, is none other than Gloria Peterson. She founded this, and she was talking to our guest speaker today, Ray, indicating she wanted to have something more meaningful to do to impact lives and authors. And it came about during COVID that she started this particular um, component of Global Chamber. And she's a multiple published author with a book that was just released at the end, another book and released at the end of the year. And she is an image etiquette protocol specialist. And she's been running this program for over 3 years, and she's galvanized over 100 global chamber authors. So if you are here and you're not a global chamber author yet, a member that is a Global Chamber author, you have the opportunity to do that within this year, because that's what we are encouraging. That's what you're aspiring to do. And we bring experts like we have today along to share tips about marketing and sales. So we have a core team that helps to make this program run. Lainey Denslow, Alex Devereaux, Professor Ansis, Dwayne Canova, Doug Brunke, Tinker, Jacqueline, I think was a part of the core, and then Gloria Peterson, and then Doug Brunke as well. It's about a little about myself. I am a multi-published author who loves writing, and I've been a lover of writing and reading since a very young age. I am, as I shared with you, the executive director for Global Chamber Atlanta, and I run a nonprofit called Transformational Writers Academy, helping our youth at risk become authors, public speakers, and entrepreneurs. So we continue in the spirit of excellence and beyond inspiration. And so we have, as I was sharing with others earlier, we start with the end in mind. When you're writing, whatever you're doing, I even apply it to dinner. Start with the end. Start with the end in mind, which means dessert is not off the table to start with. But we meet as a Global Chamber author series every month. And the alternating months, we have guest Global Chamber authors that speak. Last month, we had Gloria was one of our speakers introducing her book. And then the opposing months, we have workshops just like this one. So we try to do those 8 a.m. when we have the workshops. And the next workshops in 2 months will be back on the 11 a.m. schedule. Don't worry, you can always go to globalchamber.org. All that information will be there. We're looking at measuring our success by looking at metrics. How many people are attending or listening in replay, and engagement? What book collaborations that are coming out of this? And we have our Global Chamber author meetup in Puerto Rico right before the Transformational Writers Conference. So December 4th this year in Puerto Rico, we'll have our Global Chamber Puerto Rico meetup. It was incredible last year, and it's just only going to get better. And then we want you to engage in our Transformational Writers Conference, December 5th through 8th. So it's a really good culmination on how to end the year and to meet and be featured as authors. So today, I would love to introduce to you our incredible guest speaker, Dr. Jay Jayakathan. He and I met, he was telling Gloria, a couple of years back during the height of COVID on Clubhouse. Clubhouse has been a great place to meet and connect with people. And he is the co-founder of Landed for Success. He's also the executive film festival director for Niagara Falls, Canada. And he'll be able to speak to those pieces with you shortly. What you're going to need for our Global Chamber Author Series today is your cell phone. You're going to certainly need to have the ability to download apps. So if you're thinking space is an issue on your phone, this is a good time to go ahead and clear up a little bit of space so that you can download and really make this interactive. But before I introduce Jay to and give him the mic, I'd like to also share more with those of you who are new to Global Chamber. And share a little bit about our organization. Global Chamber is and continues to be the first and only global chamber of commerce located in over 525 metros and growing. It's focused on cross-border trade and investment in a collaborative way. As you can see from the map here, we are in these continents, over 195 countries, 5 continents, and our mission is to accelerate cross-border trade and investment in every region of the world. How do we do that? By engaging top executives and leaders with warm connections and timely information to grow business, to create success and change the world. So we are world changers. Our vision, a business world where it's easy growing across region as it is doing business across the street. I had the privilege last week when in Bermuda with Stephanie, Executive Director for Global Chamber Austin, to do a Bermuda Triangle cross borders. And we were talking about importing and exporting as it pertains to Bermuda. But of course, we had others to come on from other countries that wanted to either do business with Bermuda or some people from Bermuda that wanted to export. So we do that seamlessly. I'm really proud of the progress we're able to make and the connections. The headquarters for Global Chamber is in Thunderbird in Phoenix, Arizona, for the School of Global Management. And we have, because of the collaboration with Thunderbird, we also have access to 30 other regions additional to our growing 525 that are affiliated with Thunderbird. Okay. Now we're going to allow our incredible speaker, that I need to introduce a little bit further. Well, let me share something, guys. If you ever are presenting and you have what I call like a faux pas, things may not go as smooth as you want, it's okay. Keep moving. Just navigate through it. And you have to be able to laugh at yourself. And I'm a big component of quotes. I love quotes, but I think quotes are really a good component when you're writing your book. You want to express quotes of those that are inspiring or have significant meaning and so forth. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. I want to stop share. Are you able to see it now?
Yes.
Give me just a second. I want to stop share, and I'm not sure why that's not happening. Okay, so Jay, I don't have my script printed for you, so I'm going to go based on what I know about you. So Jay Jakathan is the co-founder for Landed for Success. He'll be able to tell you about that organization a little bit more in detail. I'm happy to be a part of that as well. They make a major impact. He's based in Toronto, Canada, and they make a major impact for business owners, authors as well, and young leaders. The youngest author that I got the opportunity to meet in November when I went to speak at one of their major events as their keynote speaker, he was 8 years old. Yes. So I just love that we parallel in what we do in terms of excellence. As I mentioned to you, he is also the executive director for the film festival in Niagara, Canada, that's coming up in June. You'll want to be a part of that. And we will be featuring our authors from Global Chamber and as part of my organization in a film festival in Atlanta coming up in 2025. So just stay tuned. Jade, that's all I can say. I'm going to have you add a little bit more about yourself, but
That's
you have it from
amazing.
here.
No, thank you so much, Dr. Dana, for that kind introduction. First of all, I wanted to say a huge thanks to Global Chamber for having me. And I had a privilege of meeting a few of your key members and the founder, Gloria. Thank you. So, yeah, I wanted to get started today. What I would like to share with your members and your supporters and authors is how WhatsApp can be used
Honey,
as a
please send me that
marketing
WhatsApp app.
tool.
I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. That's not a problem. So I'm going to see if I can share my screen here. So it would be okay. I think we have some technical difficulties. That's okay. So we'll let me go ahead and see if I need them. Bear with me for 1 second, okay?
Sure.
So is there a way that you can stop sharing, Dana? I think, yep, that's perfect. There you go. See, it always work out at the end. So, so what I wanted to introduce your team here is it's communication commerce. I'm going to say what is communication commerce. Like, if you don't mind, I have put my cell phone number in there because, like Dr. Dana and Gloria said, this is going to be a very informative session. Because what I'm going to give you a couple of tricks and tools that you can use in your daily life, because everybody have a phone and everybody have a WhatsApp, either a personal WhatsApp or a business WhatsApp. So some of the tools that are going to be used on a day-to-day basis, I don't usually make a guarantee, but I can tell you after this session, because I'm thankful for the Global Chamber, this session, you will walk out of this meeting having some tools in your arsenal that is going to make your business life easier. If it's okay with you, I will be sharing my phone screen and showing that as well. So, like I said, please add this number to your WhatsApp. Once you do, so again, I leave it up for a minute or two while I'm talking. What I'm going to tell you today is how to use WhatsApp as a business tool. You know, in WhatsApp there is two versions available. Here I'm going to show you. Like, if you have the one with the phone, that means it's a WhatsApp personal. With the B, it's WhatsApp business. Like, for everybody here in this room or anybody's watching the recording later, the tools that I'm going to be sharing, it's going to be on the business side of things. So a little bit about, so I'm going to skip the introduction part because Dan, I have already done that. So the benefit of WhatsApp marketing. So this is the claim that I'm making based on the experience that I had is North America is a little behind on using WhatsApp as a business tool. They are phenomenal in using YouTube. They are phenomenal in using Google as a business tool, but WhatsApp is trailing the third. What we wanted to do is we wanted to use the tools that's already available to make it into a business tool. So this is, I'm just going to go through a couple of slides to show you what are the features, but you know what? It gets boring with the slide. I'm just going to jump in and I'm going to show you how it's done on the phone now, okay? So I'm going to stop this sharing and I'm going to bring my phone up here if that's okay with you. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to start broadcast.
That's a very striking photo. I like that one.
Can you guys see my screen?
Not yet. It says double click to enter full screen.
Okay, so so give me 1 second. Let me share the screen again.
Sure.
Because this is the cool part. Okay, start to broadcast. Okay, so I think now we can, yep, now you can see my screen. See that? I'm actually tethering my phone on the screen. So while I'm talking, so whatever I'm going to use on WhatsApp, you will be able to see. Again, this is a WhatsApp feature that you can do. So can you imagine, like right off the bat itself, when you're doing a presentation, you can play video, you can actually like see when I move my phone here, these are all the apps that's installed. You can actually tether it. So you don't have to have materials because people have materials in Facebook, people have material in LinkedIn. So for example, like if I wanted to go into my LinkedIn here, this is just for here. If I'm going to say Dana, boom.
Hmm.
So if I need to show and talk about Dana, all I have to do is like I'm doing it on my phone, you can actually see that. So this is another, first of all, it's a WhatsApp feature that you can use for your presentation, especially like if you are doing an author series, if you're having a conversation with an author, the going through their pages or their chapters, you can actually do this using your phone in any Zoom. Like you can actually, you don't even need a Zoom. You can actually do that, share your screen in WhatsApp also. Like I'm not just going to say it, I'm going to also show it. Anyways, coming back to, I want to go slowly. If I'm going too fast, please slow me down, Dana. So here, as you can see, this is the WhatsApp I showed you in the screen. I do have both WhatsApp in the phone. So now WhatsApp allow you to have multiple WhatsApp app in your phone. So I have two numbers. I have one for my personal, I have one for my business. So the business one that I have here is already been set up and it's here. So this is my WhatsApp, my business WhatsApp. I wanted to show you this features that's available here. First of all, I'm just going to click on the my name here. Can you see like Facebook? I have a cover page and I have a
Mm-hmm.
business name because I'm using my name as the business. On in the
Mm-hmm.
business description, I am putting the my company description. And because our business is online, I'm actually saying 24 hours. So if I wanted to say, if I am not working on Sundays, most people don't work on Saturdays too, I can actually say here, my business is open on selected hours or always open or appointments only. Again, remember I said like business WhatsApp we are using as a business tool. So these setups comes in handy some of the other features that I'm going to be showing you later. So if you have a business WhatsApp, the first thing that you do is you need to update your profile in a correct way. So the reason I say it's a correct way is because WhatsApp will become your business tool. You can save 2 to 3 hours per day if you have set it up right. And then you don't really need a virtual assistant if you have the WhatsApp business and one of the tools that I'm going to show. So this is the claim that I made. We are going to be talking about communication commerce. That's what that's going to come down to. And I'll show you what is communication commerce means. Like I know if you saved my number in WhatsApp, go and type in Dana and press send a message because let me see if how many of you guys are doing. I just wanted to do a quick thing, like type in Dana in my WhatsApp number and just send. Dana, you can do that too in my WhatsApp.
Sure.
Dana and send a message. See, let's see what's happening. You see that? A message
Yeah.
was automatically sent out because this is this is what I talked about, a communication commerce. I'll tell you how this was set up later. So all she did is Dana, and like you're an authors, right? Like I have, if I wanted to give my book away, I can use the WhatsApp. So type in volume to VOL2. Like this is more for Gloria and rest of the team who are in the author series. When you're having a presentation and you want to send out your book, I have set it up. I'm going to show it to you later in the game how the tools and that we have available that works with WhatsApp. You can do that. So if you don't mind, type in the word VOL2 and enter.
Is it VOLUM and the number two,
No,
or
just put
Roman numerals?
VOL2. Just put VOL2. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. In my volume 2, like I should have put it on the chat. You can actually put that in. Yeah, well, boom. Can you imagine? Like I have sent the PDF of our book just like that. That page is about 340 pages or whatever the volume 2 pages is in a PDF file, just by not even lifting a finger. This is what I mean by communication commerce. So you can do this for the people that you don't have in the in your profile, but this is what the communication commerce concept is, because I wanted to introduce the concept to your members, and then I can show you how it's done so you can see a live example. So I'm going to go back to the native features that we have, and then every time it comes, so I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to say I'm going to put address. This is just a pretty much. So I'm going to touch on the business tools. You guys can see my screen here, right? So I'm going to talk about avatar a little later. You can do, remind me later. Okay, so this is the thing. When you get calls, you can actually have to do that. Okay, so I'm going to go into click on business tool. Again, this is the business WhatsApp. I'm going to go click on here. There's about 8 things here, but I'm going to touch on 5 different things. Like I said, it will change your life. First of all, we talked about the profile, where you have the business name, the business hours, and so on and so forth. But I'm going to spend a little bit time on this catalog. This is where the main features is coming up. Especially Africa and India is using this category, like the function properly, the catalog manager. But North America, we have yet to go. So what is this catalog feature is, we can actually, we don't really need to spend $5,000, $10,000 on e-commerce websites anymore. We have people in the global, internationally, using WhatsApp as an e-commerce website. So they have their product and services. And I know of a client of ours. Yep, we do have a business number. I'll come to that question, Stephanie. Yes, you can get a virtual business number. But for the catalog, what you can do is you can provide any physical product, like a grocery store, is already using the catalog function. And a real estate agent is also using this function to showcase their open houses or the condo that they have in the market. So we have this function. So I'm going to show you how it works. And the beautiful part is, as you know, it's owned by, WhatsApp is owned by Meta. Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp is owned by Meta. You can actually create a link and you can share it on other social media. So for example, like let's say if I'm going to show you how to add an item. So when I go click and add an item, it's very similar to what you see on a website, but you don't need to be an IT person. You don't have to be a technical person in order to set this up. All you do is just all click and type. So you add an image. So let's say if if you're looking for people to come and add them into a author series, you can have the book cover. In the item name, you can say volume, whatever the volume number that you are going to be publishing, and the price, and the description of the product, and the link where they can make a payment or they can sign up. And then let's say if it's sold out, you can actually hide the item. Or like if we have the volume 10 is sold out, you can actually say, oh, volume 10 is sold out. Now we are going to go into volume 11. Because it's like an e-commerce cart. Once you have that, you go and click on share the link, like for example, and I can copy the link and I can share it to WhatsApp members. So here, give me 1 second. So yeah, bear with me for 1 minute. I'm just going to bring my, yeah. So this is the features that you can do. And or if you wanted to use the bot function or the boost function, you can actually boost it. It will not only boost this sale or a shopping cart, whatever you want to call this listing, on Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. So that's what this boost function is. So you can say which item that you can select up to 10 items, and then you can boost. So this is a demo WhatsApp. I'm not showing it. So again, what I wanted to make a claim here is whether you have a product to sell, or if you have a service to offer, no matter what it is, even a coaching, if you are providing coaching, consulting, everything can be done in this catalog feature. Okay. So the other thing that I wanted to show you here is, I'm not going to touch on advertising right now. I wanted to show what is the link. It is very, very important. I highly suggest all the global chamber member or anybody is using WhatsApp to connect you via Facebook and Instagram. In this particular case, I have actually connected my personal Instagram and my business page of Landed for Success. Why did I do that? Remember in the earlier catalog screen, I said I can boost it. So when I boost a sale or a product, now that is all connected, it will be boosted on all three platforms. And you can actually copy the link and you can actually add it to even on the LinkedIn post. So that means you're driving people to your WhatsApp. So let me give you a hack. This is so cool. I'm a sales trainer too, right? So I train people how you can cut 8 or a 6 sales step process into a 2-step sales process using WhatsApp. People ask me how. So I'll give you an example. Like in the good old days, and I know a lot of people still do it, we are driving traffic to our website. Then they have to go to the contact form and they have to fill out the contact form. Most of the contact forms goes into a junk mail or a bulk, or sometime even come into your inbox. And then the next day or 2 days later, you go and say, oh my God, Dana have requested something on the website, and then they reply. Can you imagine? Like it's not only a 6-step process to touch point with somebody, and then you have to go after 2 days. So you have lost 2 days. Maybe by the time you go to that client, maybe they're no longer interested because you need to strike it while the iron is really hot. So what is this function does is, like, you copy this link. And let's say I know Dana is very strong on LinkedIn and she's a superstar on LinkedIn. When she's making a post, she's going to put the WhatsApp link as a call to action in her post. So when the people click on it, boom, she just collected their email, their phone number, and she brought it into a WhatsApp. Now the 6th step has brought it into 2 steps. Now that she can communicate through WhatsApp, people will communicate far better in WhatsApp than email. That's what we found. So because one of the products that I will be showing later in the communication commerce is, like, you guys know, this is a known fact. If you were to send, like we have a software, which I will get to you later. If you were to send 1,000 emails, which a lot of people does at a time, we can actually, only the open rate is only 30% or less. Some people even getting 7%. So that means if you send 1,000 emails, only 300 people are opening. We have the tool that we work with WhatsApp. It's called a bulk messaging. If you were to send 1,000 WhatsApp messages, the open rate is about 80%. So can you imagine, like, how you would be able to actually convert your customers using WhatsApp rather than an email? I'm not saying email is bad. Adding to the email, using WhatsApp as a business tool. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So I'm going to show you this cool thing here. This is what Dana was testing, and I will show you the screen how it works. So when I go, I don't carry business cards anymore. Like, I walk with my phone, which I do regardless wherever I'm going. So I was at the event, like we are hosting. Dana was a keynote speaker here in Toronto, speaking in front of a large audience. And like, people were asking me, hey, do you have your business card? Do you have your business card? I said, no, I don't bring business cards. So how do you get connected? So here, like this function, like I'm going to go back here, it's in the business tool. It's called a short link. So before I go to the event, I'll say, hello, this is Jay. Good to connect at. Oh,
Is this under your greeting message? Because I don't see the short link option. Can you show that one more time, Jay, please?
yeah, so I'm going to absolutely. So I'm going to go back into my settings here, and I'm going to go into business tools. And in here is the short tool. If you don't have it, I can help you update it. So it's called a short link. So what this short link has, it's a three component. Remember I said, if you're going to want to have a call to action, use the share the link or the copy the link. So can you imagine, like in on the top, like right under my picture, my name, there is a very specific link. It says wa.me, and it's a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo numbers there. So that is a very exclusive link that was created for the message that I have here. So for example, like I'll finish off my thought. Like if I'm going to go and ask somebody to connect with me, I can physically ask them to open their WhatsApp and scan this code, or even their phone. Boom, that I've got connected to them. Or if I'm going to do a call to action of copying this link and putting it on other social media, when people click on it, it will come to you. So for example, like if I were to copy this link, and I don't even have to show because I know Dana have already done it for me. Thank you so much, Dana. So here, Dana, like before, she like today, like she said, when today it automatically say, hello, this is Jay, good to connect. As long as she came in, like if I were to copy that link and put it on the chat, and if they were to click, it will send a message saying, hey, this is Jay, good to connect at the Global Chamber. So for me, I am going to multiple networking events. How do I know where I met Stephanie? Where did I meet Gloria? I might forget. But when I go to my WhatsApp, it will specifically, because I gave a very specific link to that, it will say, oh, I met Stephanie at the Global Chamber, because the record is already here in WhatsApp. So this is a networking. We are using WhatsApp as a networking tool to drive business. That's why I'm spending a little more time here, because this feature itself, you can actually use it. And I'm going to show you 20 other features that's coming up. May not be all of them applicable to you. So you look at that, like that's perfect. Like you copy a link, and when you click on the link, it automatically happens. So anyways, I'm going to spend this link a little bit time. So if you go to any meeting and if you don't have a business card, do not worry about it. You don't have to pay fancy cards, or you don't have to be, if you wanted to be connected to someone, and right in there itself, go and click on this QR code. You can ask them to scan yours, or if you can actually click on the top, it will open up your camera. You can actually you can scan their code. Boom, right off the bat, you will get connected. If you wanted to connect it to me, like you can actually fire up your phone and scan this on the screen itself. I want to see if that works. So if you don't have my contact, or if you even have a contact, see, like if I show you how to tether your phone, you can actually get connected from WhatsApp itself. So I don't know, I have never tried it on the screen. I'm sure it will work. So you can bring your phone up and scan it with the camera, or you can scan it with the WhatsApp itself. So you know what, I'll leave it up just if anybody want to test it. I'll give a sip and say, oh, look at that. Somebody did say it, and I'm going to add, and I'm going to create 3 clicks. 3 clicks, I have Doug. See, like I said, look at this. It automatically says, hello, this is Doug, good to connect at Global Chamber. That's amazing. You see that? That's amazing. And I have an auto message, 2 auto messages going, and I'll show you what that is. Boom.
I love it.
Love it. See how this is how magic happens, because this is the new way of connecting to people. You don't really need a business card to do that. Welcome. Thank you, Doug, for that amazing demo. So I'm going to go back here. So I can answer questions later because after this, if you guys want to go here. So, like, when Doug sent me a message, there was an automatic message went out here. So this because I have my greeting message. I know you might have already have it. There are some new features available here. So if you're going to say like the people who don't use the greeting message, I'm sure some of you guys already use that. I am saying only send this greeting message, exclude my contacts, because I don't want it to people in my contact to get the hi, it's good to do, because sometimes it can be annoying. But if somebody knew that I'm coming, I wanted to automatically send a message. So it's a very simple function. So I'm putting it here. Hey, thanks for how can I help you? Whatever you want to do. This is where we do business while we are sleeping or while we are not working. Remember in the profile session earlier in the game, I said always like I can send this away message or outside of business hours. So if I were to go in my profile and say I only work from 8 to 4, anybody who messages after the hours, say, hey, we are closed for at the moment. We will be opening tomorrow morning at 8. Please contact it using our business hours, whatever the literature that you want to use. Or you can actually create a custom schedule. So let's say you're taking a day off today and you don't want to be bothered from this time to this time. So you can actually send a preset a message, and then you can remember this is one part of you don't really need a virtual assistant. You are automating your business. Again, these are all the tools that are available in the WhatsApp software itself. Like if you notice, like all the tools that I'm showing here so far is all available in WhatsApp that you can use. So the away message is pretty self-explanatory. I'm just going to take that off for the time being. And if you want that to be complete, it's just a toggle on and off. So this quick replies is another feature that I'm going to show you how it works. Like for example, so the quick message is like, let me let me copy Doug's message and I'll show you, because whatever I do, you can see it. So if I wanted to okay, so I'm just going to copy. I'm just going to copy this message, and I'm just copying it in here just to show you a quick reply. I'm going to add, and I'm going to copy this here. I'm going to paste Doug's message here, for example. Okay, and then I'm going to give a shortcut button. I'm just going to call it D for like I can attach an image too. So I'm going to save it. So let's say I want somebody's like I have preset all these messages. So let me show you how this. I have my Zoom number is preset. I have our command to success, expo, everything is preset. So if somebody were to, like, if I'm driving and I don't have the time to send the pages of messages, I don't have time to send it to all the people, like with all a long message with videos and everything. All I have to do is again, like here, like for example, like if I'm going to show it to, I'm going to send it to myself, because that's another WhatsApp feature here. All I have to do is just click the slash button here. All the predefined messages within my WhatsApp shows up. This is important, guys. This is, if you use this tool, you will save time. So you don't have to spend a lot of time here. So let's say if I'm asking, Dana is asking, please share Doug's contact. That's amazing. So I'm just going to click here and I'm going to go to D and I'm going to send it. Boom. Doug's contact is shared. I didn't type anything. I only did 2 clicks because I already preset Doug's contact in my quick replies. Do you see that? How cool is that? And I have a client that I can show you. He sends me 8 messages before I get to his office. He'll say, Jay, come to this intersection, park the car beside this place. My door is a green door. And then come to the 2nd floor, 4th door on the left is my office. So every time one time I said, so I said, hey, Sam, why are you sending me all these 8 messages? I automated all those things, and all you have to do is type in address. That's communication commerce. But like by this quick reply, I'm going to spend a little bit of time because this is for Global Chamber. This is really, really amazing. So give me WhatsApp again. I'm going to go here. How it's done? It's business tools, quick replies. This is called, like in the bottom itself, reuse frequently used messages. That's what it is. Like for me, sending Zoom is a frequently used message. FAQs, they had about 15 frequently asked questions you may have for your business, or you may have 20, doesn't really matter how many business quick replies or the frequently asked questions that you have, you can preset all those messages and you can actually start sending them. Even like yeah, I can have Dana's contact, which I showed you in a bot, which I show you later. But this quick reply, like today, because thankful for Global Chamber and Dr. Dana and the rest of the senior exec team here for me, like bringing me here. If I give you this value about quick replies, I can tell you guys, you will save 2 to 3 hours a day. I don't know how much business hours that you spend by using this quick reply itself. At least an hour, I can claim that. But if you set that up, so that's pretty much about quick replies, because I will answer question later in the game. So I'm going to show you one more thing, because this is another powerful tool. It's called labels. I have categorized, I don't know if you guys are categorizing, because I use this WhatsApp as my business. So I can create a label. So if I'm going to have, I can create a category or a label called Global Chamber, and I can assign it to a member. Like, for example, like if I'm going to go here and I'm going to go to my message, where's Dana? So I'm going to go here, Dana. I'm going to assign a label Global Chamber. So right now, Dana will be the Global Chamber label here. Like this is another thing. Like if you come here, Dana is amazing. Look at that. She's already have a catalog of two items here. And then it has all her transformational writing. This is beautiful. And then you see like a motivational speaker, and she has, like, me and Dana have shared 3 medias and links. And like if I wanted to, if Dana has sent some information, very important messages, I can actually star that message, so it will come up on the top. And what I'm saying is save. If Dana sends me any photos, I want it by default to save it in my I want here, if I want that to be encrypted, I can do that. And here, disappearing message, because sometimes you don't want to be like, I have friends who sends me video clips and some jokes and everything, because I don't want it to use too much space. I will say disappearing message on. So after 24 hours or sometimes 7 days or 90 days, I want those messages to be gone. It's called disappearing messages. Dana I off, because she will be, her messages will be always be there. This is another feature. This is a very, very cool feature, guys. So this is, you can do. So, in the WhatsApp, like let's say you have a private chat that you want to have. You don't really need a third-party app to close your entire WhatsApp. Now, WhatsApp will allow you to lock the chat here. So if I lock the chat, if anybody is even using my phone, they cannot go and talk to Dana, or they cannot see what Dana is sending me, because this feature will lock it, and all you need is a facial recognition to open the chat. So you can have multiple chat in the in your database here, but you can actually go and say, like, for example, like if I wanted to, like I can do mine too. So if I go here, or no, because and I can actually lock the chat. Okay, so here I wanted to tell you, go back to Dana, because there was another point that I wanted to let you guys know. Where did Dana go? Oh, now you know what? I locked Dana. So then when I score, locked chats comes up. So then I can open it up here, and then I can go. So you see that? So in my locked chats, Dana, like I was looking for it. Where did Dana go? Not realizing 30 seconds ago, I locked Dana. I just have to pull it up, pull it down, my screen, locked chats come in. I just click on it. It opens up. You see that nicely it says the chat will be locked on the device for you to WhatsApp, and Dana comes up, and the global chamber is the label that I have given. So I'm just going to go back to one more thing that I wanted to show you here is here the lock chat. I'm going to turn it off. Like I don't need to lock Dana's chat. And then I can tell you like what are the groups that I'm part with Dana. So right now, like Dana was a keynote speaker, like I said, at our Landed for Success event here in Canada. So she was part of that group. So when we discuss about businesses or anything that speaking engagement, you can actually have a group to do that. And I'm not going to go into that thing. So again, here the share the business. So see, that's a different, because Dana is not only a Dana for me, she's a business. If somebody were to ask me in US, who do I go to write my story? I can actually click on this share the business, and I can share it to a group, or I can share it to an individual person. So same thing, because it's a business profile, it says share your business. Okay, so are you guys with me so far? Like, am I boring you guys, or are you finding any value?
Oh my
I can
goodness,
tell.
oh, sorry.
Go ahead, please.
This is such a wealth of knowledge and great information. I'm just taking it all in, and I'm very excited of the features and this particular app, what it can do. And I'm brainstorming in my mind, like, oh my goodness, I can use this for my business. I can use this for Austin Global Solutions. I can use it for my book. This is a great tool. I want to share this with other people. They're not aware of it. So I am truly excited about the presentation, and you're not boring me at all.
I can tell you from the chats. Thank you for that, Stephanie. I can tell you from the chat, Jay. It's engaging. People are commenting, and I will say this to you, Gloria, because you are not alone. Every single time I have the opportunity to hear Jay present on marketing using business WhatsApp, I'm learning more. So you will not be the only one listening in replay. That's the beauty of Global Chamber. We record these, and our members can listen to it again, and of course our speakers as well. Is it okay to pause just a second? Because I know we have just 10 minutes left. And if you can show the screen for WhatsApp that you were sharing, I want to just ask a few questions that may have come up. And I am aware of the questions in the chat, so know that I will get back to you guys just a second. But I
So you
figure
mean
if we
my
start,
phone WhatsApp you want me to share, or do you want me to
yes,
share the presentation?
the phone WhatsApp. Thank you.
Okay, so
And I see you, Ruby Golo from Accra, Ghana. Great tips and very useful to my business. Thank you, Jay. Gloria, great information. Definitely going to need to watch the video several times. You're not alone.
I'm gonna,
And
yeah.
there was like one other question I saw here too. I'll look through that one. So if you can go into your business WhatsApp, I wanted to just go through those what you overview with us and just entertain at least 2 or 3 questions because I know people
Absolutely.
have that.
Absolutely. I do have some bonus. I want to show you maybe in 3 minutes some other cool features. I'll run down because I have an article that I want to show you. I'm open for question. Anything you want, Dr. Dana. I'm all yours.
Thank you so much, Jay. You know that screen where you have the business tools and the labels? That's the one I wanted to take a look at, and the profile. There we go. All right, guys. So I'm going to ask a few questions just to kind of keep it engaging as well. So what did I use for my category? I'll get to that in just a second, that question. So Dr. J went over profile. So the biggest point he shared was first, you have to have the business WhatsApp. It's very different from the other. So I'm just doing a highlight and please correct or add. So create your profile and the catalog. The catalog allows you to put your products and services. Some people are asking about that in the chat.
Okay.
Can you just show that just 1 second, demonstrate that once again, please?
Absolutely. Thank you. So again, let me go back to the basics so you can see. In the screen, there is 2 WhatsApps, like I said. If you see with the phone, that's a personal WhatsApp. With the WA business, it's a business WhatsApp. You can actually download this business WhatsApp. It's free on, if you have an iPhone, you can do it on App Store. If you have an Android, you can get it in Google Play. You can download the business WhatsApp. and you can back up your data and you can transfer over. So whatever the features that you have in your personal WhatsApp, you can use it in business with much more features. So like I said earlier in the presentation, like Dana said, I'm doing a presentation on business WhatsApp. So in business WhatsApp, you go to the settings button, and in the settings, you will see a whole bunch of stuff that I can talk about. But today we focused on the business tools, which is the third one. The first one is an avatar. The second one is avatar, the advertise. The third one is the business tool. So when I click in here, all the features are coming up. So when I click on the profile, this is very, very important. Like how you can, like people will see it. Like I can put a cover page in here. I have my name here, the business name. In my case, I'm putting my own name because I have my own business. I can actually change it to my business name here, the phone number, the business description. You can actually write more, but I kept it easily. It's because we are a business community. And then we have the business hours. I had open 24/7 for this demo. I changed it Saturday and Sunday. We are closed. But in Monday, if I wanted to have a set hours, I can actually change appointments only, and I can set the time as well. So I'm going to go back, and this is very self-explanatory. And the
Yeah,
address.
I think this was pretty straightforward.
Okay.
If they had to do this one, I think you would be in agreement that they can do that relatively easily. But what
Easily.
has come up in a question, and I'm wanted to present those to you,
Sure.
cataloging.
Okay.
So how do you use your catalog? And I could share how I've used it as well.
Okay, so yeah, so catalog feature is the e-commerce function. The claim that I know, like personally, we have clients who are using an entire grocery delivery business using this function, heavily used in Africa and in India. And we have service-based people who are real estate agents, mortgage agent, and insurance agent have their product, like insurance products on the catalog. We have authors who have their multiple books collections in this feature. So by adding, you can actually add individual items, then you can put all the few election in the new collections. So if you have multiple different product line, for example, like you're an author and you're also a coach. So you can have a collection of author books, and you have a collection of all your coaching. You may do life coaching, you may do business coaching, all those things. So you add an item, and I'll show you, like, let me go through again. You can add up to 6 images in your image. So if you have a business, you can put your products in here, your name, the price is recommended. In the more field, this is the very, very important part. If you have a shopping cart in your website, you can actually put that link in here. That's where you make a, hold on. So my business partner, Gordon, is calling. So this is the trouble when you share the screen. People get activated. So here, you put the link in here. And once you put this link, this is the call to action. Very, very important. The reason you have the hide this item is there is, like, let's say you have a exclusive art that you are selling, or a collection of tea that you are selling, a very specific. And if that item is sold out, you can actually hide that item from your list. So it's again, like I said, you don't have to be an IT person or a web developer to do this. It's just like point and click. As long as you know how to upload an image, which we all do. If you have a shopping cart, if you have a business, I'm sure you may have a shopping cart that people click and pay. Boom. You're just leveraging WhatsApp catalog function to sell your product or services. You are not spending, or I'm claiming, like, for coming into this meeting, we just saved you $5,000 USD in creating a website. You don't really need, even though I have a website company, I'm just going against you don't really need a website in order to sell your product or service. You can actually sell your product and services through WhatsApp. Not only that, with this short link, the quick link or short link, and sharing the link, you can drive traffic to your to your WhatsApp and get their contact number, or the lead, we call it in business, into your WhatsApp. So you are advertising differently. you are standing out through your peers, and you are
Mhm.
getting their phone number, so you can communicate by taking a 6-step sales process into a 2-step sales process. Once you have your number, game over. Business is closed.
Excellent. Jay, we could have 2 sessions of this. I promise you, it would never, ever grow old, and we can always learn more. We have 2 questions in the chat room, please, before you give us the 3 final tips, because we're
Yeah,
right at 3 minutes.
yeah, sure, sure,
One
sure.
one question was the book that you shared earlier that you were giving away online
Yeah,
when you're demonstrating. They were asking if it was an ebook, and I responded yes, because I saw it
it's a
was a
ebook.
PDF,
It's
correct?
a PDF, yeah. It's actually the PDF of the physical book that we printed, but just for demo purposes, we have a software that we also promote with WhatsApp that can automate stuff. Like what you showed, like in the quick reply, is a 3-step.
Mhm,
What is
mhm.
communication commerce, which I talked about, is what I'm introducing this in a big way to business people. Is you don't even have to lift a finger. Why am I not on camera? My bad. Apologies.
No worries.
You don't even have to lift a finger. Like we have this software or a tool. You can literally speak and do business. I have clients, like if you have my number, like I have a real estate agent, you have multiple condos. Like if you don't mind, go in and type in the word condo in my WhatsApp, or even film. Film would be the best one, because I want to invite you guys to my film festival. I want you guys to know about it. Type in the word film, FILM. So I'm just going to type in. So see, this is why or you can type in your NCI. If you want to know more, you can type in this word in WhatsApp. So you can actually get all the information related to you. See, I'm not even lifting my finger. I just send a video to Dana about our film festival. Boom. And if you have a video, you can do that. A PDF, I already showed you a demo. Like if you type in NCIF, which is Niagara, Canada International Film Festival, it's a 29-page sponsorship document, talks about who's coming, who's the chief guest. Without lifting a finger, this software can send it. Like, Dana, if you don't mind, type in the word NCIFF, please. So this is what I wanted to talk to you about. We can, like, you see that? There's a PDF. It's, do you know how many pages that? This is 29-page PDF. It's our sponsorship document. Like, I'm just going to take this opportunity to share this and create your profile and share your link, Global Chamber members. Yeah, so that's all you can do that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, the beautiful thing about when we do these webinars, usually there's one back to back. So you had 3 final tips to share with us.
Yep.
I'll let you do that in the last minute. And we have our CEO, Doug Brunke, as you know, is on 3 hours behind us. And I know he wants to comment. And I'd like for him to kind of wrap it up. I would like for each and every one of you to mark your calendars for May 15th. That's when our next Global Chamber Author Series is. It's going to be at 11 a.m. You can go ahead and register now. We have 2 incredible speakers, authors for that time. But I want to collectively allow our attendees to say thank you. And even in the reactionary of the Zoom, put some remarks on how you have appreciated and the value you may have gotten from this, because we won't be able to hear from everyone. And Gloria will have your question as well.
Absolutely.
Go
So
ahead,
let
please.
me do this one, because WhatsApp has launched about 17 new features. Maybe I'll give you this article to read, but you can see, like, you can send a calendar thing. So I wanted to draw your attention to this, because this is what it's going to be the future. So you can edit the messages. Like I'm not even going to go here. So the channels, this is where you get the leads, which I'll talk about. But this is what is because I'm part of the WhatsApp, this is what is coming, guys. So WhatsApp business directory. Like we used to have yellow pages, we have business directories. Can you imagine Global Chamber having its own business directory, Global Chamber Atlanta, and all the members' business in a WhatsApp business directory? This is coming, guys.
Nice.
It's going to be rolled out. So this is what I wanted to leave you with, because this is not over. Trust me, like I can go do another 3-hour session on this article itself, like one by one, but I wanted to plant the seed. I know I only have like 2 minutes. Business directory is coming. So what I like to do
Excellent.
is, like, I wanted to work with Dana and rest of the team, how we can use this feature to even have all your members have their business listed and doing business within our business community itself. Again, this article is, I did not write it, but I'll as a bonus, I'm going to paste this in the chat so you can
Okay.
actually read other things. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. For those of you who are want the communication in the chat, those three dots to the bottom of the chat, you just right click that or left click it and hit copy or save chat, and it'll do that for you. Doug, would you close us out?
Sure, absolutely. Jay, do you have a couple more minutes?
Absolutely, I do have time. Yes.
Okay. Before I say anything, would you maybe wrap up yourself? What should our takeaways be? Because my head is kind of exploding right now in a good way. It feels like it's the beginning of a great conversation that you need a little bit of time to digest and come back. So thank you for that offer. How would you summarize what we should be thinking about right now?
Absolutely. Thank you, Doug, and thank you, Dana, for the opportunity. So what I showed you today is all native WhatsApp business features. We also have a software, we call it a cloud version, Elite Sender Pro. It's a communication commerce. What I like to do maybe in another, it's a paid one, but it's not much. So you can automate with a one-time payment with this amount, you can literally automate your business through communication. So how I showed you to type in the word condo, sending messages. So I would like an opportunity, if wanted to work with your members who wants to, if they wanted to, how do I solidify their business using WhatsApp marketing, I can work with the chamber under the chamber umbrella and help them. And if they want to buy our software, again, this is not a selling thing for me because I wanted to give value for your members. But if they wanted to work to take it to the one step further through communication commerce, I'm open to talking to you and giving that tool. I can guarantee you it's the future. This is going to be the communication commerce using WhatsApp AI to automate your business. That's pretty much it, Doug and Dr. Dana. Appreciate that.
What is your business and how does your offer tie into that? Tell us a little bit more so that we can also help you and turn it right back around.
So our business is like we are launching this software. It's called Elite Sender Pro. It's all WhatsApp business marketing. So it's a WhatsApp lead generation. How you are marketing and how do you generate leads using WhatsApp? Remember in the presentation, I talked about how you can take a 6-step sales process into 2 steps. The software will also allow you to have your own lead generation. So our interest, or my interest, is bringing this Elite Sender Pro software to the market. So that's where we can partner up and I can bring it to the member. But again, it's a paid service. We can set it up based on what is their need is.
I see. Okay. So there's things that you can do as a gift, if you will, and then if they want to be plus, there's a commercial relationship that you would have.
Absolutely. Yes. I did not touch today because this is a purely using the native WhatsApp. I didn't want to make it into a selling thing at all.
I got you. Okay, that's great to know. So you're based in Niagara Falls. So on the Canada side, is that
yes.
the situation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic. It sounds like you've got all sorts of things. I'm from upstate New York as well.
Oh,
so,
that's nice.
And actually, I think Dana and Stephanie both have ties to upstate New York, which you've probably already pursued as well, which is not Canada, but it's close, right?
Actually, funny that you mentioned, because I sit on the board of New York International Film Festival. I'm their marketing. They are going to be using WhatsApp marketing. They purchased the software and I sit on the board. So next year, New York Film Festival, I'll be the PR and marketing, and you guys are welcome. And I know I'm going to bring Dana into the board as well. I know she's in Atlanta, I'll bring her into the board as well to help me out.
She
Yes.
has New York ties, so that all works out well.
Well,
So
it's interesting because your upcoming film festival in Niagara is the weekend of June 1st, like May 31st and so forth.
Yeah.
And it's incredible. And for those that want to learn earlier, so Dr. J and Gordon are also helping me to develop a film festival in Atlanta for next year. And so we want to encourage our authors to consider turning their books into film. So I'm telling you, the
wow.
opportunities are so great here. And to be able to have a collaboration and a working relationship with you, Jay, and a friendship is just beyond anything I can describe. So we're grateful for you to be here today, to be able to share such knowledge that can change the trajectory of our businesses. And every entrepreneur, CEO, dignitary wants time back in their schedule. Every mother and father wants time back in their schedule. So that we can be available to do the things that matter on a personal level. So we thank you. And if you would just type the name of the software for Elite Sender Pro,
Yeah.
and as Doug said, how can we assist? And I'm thinking that we'll have you come on with our Global Chamber Author Core team and
Mhm.
talk, and then Doug would be on, and Cesar and Elisa, and then talk to us more about this so that we can hear about the Sender Pro and how we can present it to our global tribe.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Jay.
Thank
Thank you.
you. You guys, I call to action for each of you that are attending. Thank you.
Thank you
Make
so
Have a
sure
much.
you
great
go
day.
ahead and
Take care,
create your
everybody.
profile. Bye-bye.
Thank you.